There's Kathy and Mary and Jean. Hello, ladies.
Guys, how are you? Thanks for joining us. We'll get started here momentarily.
Yep. I was getting ready to say things look like they're moving along smoothly on the internet, but that's always a big jinx.
Yeah, don't say that. Please don't say that.
I won't. And Mary B. Oh gosh, it's too early.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure that we're on.
Yep. And
Before we get all excited.
It went smoothly.
It did.
Jinx.
No, don't jinx it. Don't let Mark Zuckerberg hear us.
I know. I'm mad at him anyway.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all shared.
All shared.
So we're ready to roll.
I guess we could start. You know,
Yeah.
So we can just start chatting.
Sure. You don't have to listen to us whisper.
We aren't very good at that.
We're
anyway.
not. We are not professional whisperers.
Hello, everyone. Happy
guys.
Monday.
Happy-
Hi, Rhonda.
Yes.
See if I can figure out my hair.
It's opposite of what you think.
Okay.
Yep, you had it. There you go. Yep.
Yay. I know.
Goodness.
If
I
they know
It's the
what
little
we
things.
go through to do these fabulous productions, they just would
I
never know.
The hair and makeup team just left.
Yes.
Literally, they were like, no, we're not doing
I
that
know.
tonight. Sorry.
No help for you two.
No, you guys are beyond help. So anyway, so we are excited that you are here with us tonight. We are featuring this Snowflake Splendor Suite, and we have 3 projects to share with you, and they are all cards, and one is a slimline card that we are excited. It's all the rage.
Yes.
So
And we are always right on trend.
oh, we are so hashtag
Yes.
on trend
Yes,
that we
we
can
are.
hardly stand it.
We can't stand ourselves.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So make sure you guys are liking and commenting as we're going along. We do have a little gift at the end to share with you guys. Barb's like, oh, we do. Yep, we do.
Okay.
So make sure you're liking and commenting, and we would love for you to share this video as well.
Yeah.
So
There's Rise.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah, the girls are coming
They
together.
are. So,
And we are going to be doing the slimline card and the envelope. You'll be so excited to see
Whoa.
how easy it is to make an envelope for your card.
that's exciting.
Yep. So anything else we want to share?
I don't
Oh,
think
it's a
so.
busy week. We better tell her about the other
yeah.
things that we have to
Yes,
do.
yes, definitely. So Wednesday we will be back, but mark your clock, mark your clock and your calendar. We will be live at 8 p.m. So we will be doing our Curvy celebration. We will be showing you 6 cards, and the to-go kits are available. So you can get your to-go kit free if you purchase the suite, or you can get 1 for $15 or 2 for $25. So Barb has the kind of more the spring and all occasion stamp set, and then I have the Christmas bundle. So you're gonna want to tune in and join us because you're not going to want to miss it. So
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
and then Friday we have the card buffet. So yeah, loosen your belts and join us for the buffet. There will be 6 offerings, as there always are, and there will definitely be a birthday because everybody has a birthday.
Yep.
And there is, unfortunately, we go from birthday to sympathy. That's like, you
Yeah.
know, from one end of the spectrum to the other. But we all need sympathy cards, sadly enough.
Yes.
And then there will be a
I'm doing a friendship card and a just for you with the curvy set, and then I have the little gnome. I'm going to do a little
the
Christmas
gnome.
card.
And I have a thinking of you as well.
Yeah.
So we
Watch
will,
our Facebook pages and watch the event for pictures of all the samples.
yes, and we will have the menu up by Wednesday.
Yep.
So tonight, stamp of the month, and you can get your to-go kit for tonight as well. It's free with a $30 order, or it can be yours for $15. And
There's Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
so tonight, Wednesday at 8, and Friday at 7. So let's get this show
Yes, you're
on
gonna
the road.
have so much of us. It's going to be.
I know it's going to be an amazing week for you guys. I'm just telling you. So
Yes.
yeah, By Friday, they're going to loosen their belts for the buffet. So
That's right.
we've got it all planned out.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. All right. So, we are going to be using the, what is this? Snowflake Splendor Suite. And this is, if you have your catalog, it's on 36 and 37 in your catalog. And you want me to go first, right?
Yes, you're slimlining it.
I'm slimlining
Remember,
it.
you're
Better before I eat, huh?
Yep, before you loosen your belt. Yeah.
Okay. All righty, let's get started, guys.
Yeah, you're right. There we go.
All right. These are the two cards we're going to make this evening with me, and then Dory has one as well. This is the first one we're going to make. And many of you participated in my slimline challenge I had a few months ago and made these cool slimline cards with me. And we had such great fun doing those, and I had lots of people that made slimline cards, and we posted them, and it was a lot of fun. And it's just amazing how easy it is to make a card like this.
Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us.
Hey.
We're getting started, just getting started, so you didn't miss anything.
Yes, hi Chris, welcome. All right, so for a slimline card, since you know Dory and I are on trend here.
Yeah, we pretend.
We are in all aspects of our life.
Oh, right. Sorry, guys.
I made this little printout for when we had the special slimline card challenge. And if you would like this information, just message on the event right now. It's a PDF I can send to you with all the dimensions for the card and the envelope. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And to give you an idea of what size a slimline card is if you didn't make an envelope and still wanted to send it, it would fit perfectly inside a business envelope. You know those long, skinny ones that you put your bills in that we never do anymore?
Yeah, we pay our bills online now, but yeah.
But it's about the size of a business envelope. So that can give you an idea of exactly the size of it. But we're going to make an envelope tonight, and you're just going to be so shocked how easy it is to make. But let's go ahead and get started on the card first.
Hey, Ruby, happy Monday. Thanks for joining us.
If you can sit over there if you want to, and you can move the
Fine,
chair
I'm good.
over. Okay. This is what we're going to be using this evening. This is the Snowflake Wishes, and I already have a lot of these snowflakes out. We're going to be doing some stamping with those. And then this is the set of dies that goes with it. I love this set. The dies are very detailed and just look gorgeous on the cards. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see where I'm going to put that so it's not covering up anything so I can't find it. All right, so we're going to start for our slimline card. I'm going to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is cut at 8 3/4 by 7. And then score it on the short side at 3 1/2. So that makes your slimline card. And when you get your card kit, you will have the card base cut and scored for you. So you don't have to worry about
Is that?
You don't have to worry about too many times about dimensions.
You just don't have to worry. I think
Yeah, I
that's
know.
what you're
That's what I'm
say.
trying to say.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And then what I did is I took a piece of the designer series paper that goes with the suite. I love this because they have the more detailed snowflake side, and then they have the more watercolor kind of sides too. So you can kind of take your pick, depending on what you want to do on your card. So we're going to go ahead, and before I stick it down, I do want to do some stamping. And let's see, I'm going to use this little stamp here. This just has a couple little snowflakes on it. And I'm just going to kind of stamp it randomly on here, just to cover up some of the spaces that won't be covered up by other things on. So I'm kind of randomly stamping around on here. And in the middle of our paper is going to be, middle of the designer series paper will be our very, very cool snowflakes. So I just wanted to add a little bit of interest around the edges, and I did that with the Misty Moonlight ink. Yes, I love that one. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and using my Tombow, I'm going to, yes, Kathleen, it's for the Slimline card. I can send you the PDF. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of Tombow around the edge, a little in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that right to the center of my card. I'm going to have about 1/4 of an inch border around the edge, and there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp. Can you get me a piece of white, please? Sure. Just, I think there's some laying on my table over there. Yep. Just show them a little bit how this works. The colors I used, thank you. The colors I used for the snowflakes are Balmy Blue. I love this set because it uses like every blue that they have in the catalog. Tell me all the blues they have.
So this is one of the great things.
Yes, I love that.
It has the color palette there. And so we have Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Pacific Point, Misty Moonlight, and Night of Navy.
Yes.
And Highland Heather.
I know. I love how I love purple, so I love how they pulled the purple in as well. Yeah. I love that.
Yes.
So this is a great set for Christmas. It's very icy and wintry.
Yes.
All right. So for the front,
like our personality.
That's right. Very icy. We are quite icy. All right. I'm going to go ahead first. I'm going to take my Highland Heather. And that's what's great about Stampin' Up! Too, is you know that everything that you're using is going to match perfectly. If you're going to use Highland Heather paper and Highland Heather ink, they're going to match perfectly and they're going to coordinate beautifully on your card. So I need 2 of the Highland Heather stamps, and then I need, is that the right one? Yeah. 2 of the Balmy Blue snowflakes. So I'm going to stamp those down here on the bottom. Am I in? Yeah, I'm in.
You're
in screen there.
In like Flynn.
In like Flynn. Yeah. There we go. So there are the stamps that we need for the front of the card. Now let me get these away so I don't put an elbow in. And now what I need to do is, if you notice here in this is all the dies you get with it as well. We're going to take this die, and that one matches up with the Balmy Blue snowflake. And this one matches up with the Highland Heather snowflake, like that. Perfectly. No fussy cutting on these guys. All right, so what I did is I took the paper with the dies and ran them through the cut and emboss machine. And what I came back with were these adorable little snowflakes. Look at these. These are just, could have so many different uses. But the dies are great. They line up right along the edge of the image. And then when you cut them out, they have a little bit of a white edge on them. I love how they do that. We don't have to worry about trying to line them up anymore. Just line them up on the edge of the image. So those are the 4 snowflakes we're going to be using for the card. I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals now, and we're going to start placing these on the card. Okay, I'm going to take my Highland Heather one first, and he is going to go at the top of, I always give them like pronouns. I always do that. I don't know why. I don't know why he's a he snowflake. I'm not going to even go there. I'm already thinking of something I shouldn't say.
We're not going to sex the snowflake.
No, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, so there's my first right there. And then I'm going to put a little mini dimensional on the back of my Balmy Blue snowflake. All right. Come on, you. There we go. And he's going to go right there. Just love the colors and how they go together so nicely. And then let's go from the bottom. We're going to take another of the Highland Heather. And these in your kit will come all cut out, ready to go. And all you're going to need to do is adhere them to your card front. There's that guy. And last of all, I did it again.
Another guy.
Yeah, I know. And we're going to put this unsexed one right here. I know, that was even worse. Okay, so there's the placement of our snowflakes. Now we have a little bit of stamping to do. I have a little strip of Whisper White here.
Oh my gosh, you said strip.
I know. It's going downhill fast there. There we go. I think it's this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead. We're going to use the colors that we've been coordinating with, and I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight again. I love it too, Rhonda. Rhonda loves this stamp set. This one has gotten lots and lots of use. I just love it. All right. And if you watch on the buffet, I actually do another card with this.
Awesome.
Yep. So buffet card, one more snowflake card. All right. Then I'm going to take this, says, May your season sparkle. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down on my paper, on my Whisper White. Then I'm going to grab my, help me with this one.
Tailor tag.
Tailor tag punch. Thanks, Dory.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to use it to make my little tail on my banner because it looks far better than if I try to do it myself. All right. And then we have this awesomeness. This is also available in the suite.
Yep.
Balmy blue glimmer paper.
I'm using that.
Can we take a moment and just look at this, people?
Put your sunglasses on.
Yes, it is so pretty. And it's not like those glimmer papers you get at the store. Those other, those other craft stores that we cannot mention. When you get the paper home and you take it out of the bag and there's like glitter in the bottom of your bag.
God, no.
Isn't that gross?
That is.
This stuff does not move off this paper. And I love that about this. It's not real rough and sandpapery, and it stays put. And that's what I really love about it. All right, so before we put this onto the card, I'm going to go ahead and adhere these to each other. Let's see, I'll do it with some glue. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue of the Tombow onto my glimmer paper. And then I'm just going to lay this on top, kind of having it come right through the middle. Okay, so it's coming out through the middle of the first banner here. And then I'm going to grab, let me put it on here and see how it's going to fit. Yes, okay. I'm going to grab my tailored, what is it? Tag punch.
Tailor tag.
Tailor tag punch, and I'm going to cut it again. Let's see. And you can see how I made that cute little tag. All right, and I'm hoping it's not too long. No, it's not. Hooray! All right, so now we're ready to put this onto our card. Gonna grab some dimensionals, because that's what we do. Put 2 on there, and then I'm going to take those off. Please make sure if you have any questions while we're working here that you go ahead and ask. We are watching as best we can our comments. And now I'm going to slide it in under the little ends. Oh, and now I did notice, too long. So I'm going to have to come in again and give him a haircut.
Oh, gosh.
I know. Let's see, how about like that? See if I just had him, he was hanging over a little bit. There we go. We don't want him hanging over. That would not be good. And then you want to make sure he's in a spot where you can read all of the sentiments. So there it is. Okay, the comments. You got to read the comments on your card. What? All right, last thing we're going to do with the card is bring in something else from this fabulous suite. And it is, blue adhesive back gems. Look at those guys. You can make these cards so beautiful and glittery with all the things you have. You have your glimmer paper, and then you have these great gems that like to jump off your, there we go. I'm using my pick tool as best as I can, and he still wants to jump off. And I'm just gonna put one of these cute little gems right in the middle of each of the snowflakes. So when you get your card kit, you will have some glimmer paper in there so you can check it out. And you will also have these cute little gems. I love these gems. And they've got like larger gems if you want to do something with the bigger gem.
Larger gems make great earrings.
Yeah. Dory loves her gems.
Well,
So
if you forget your accessories, you can always
that's
put those
true.
on your ears and
Yep.
look fabulous. Just
Yes. Yep. All right. So there is our card. All righty. Pretty easy. Pretty nice. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and make the envelope. All right. So when you get this kit, you will receive a piece of designer series paper that's sized at 8.5 by 11. And I will already have the score lines on there. So all you'll have to do is fold it up and a few cuts. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I need to bring in my scoring board for this guy. There I go again. This one.
Yeah, you have a thing for
I don't know.
men.
Oh, I guess that's what
Gosh.
it is. All right, so let's go on the long side first. Remember I said this piece was 8.5 by 11. That's kind of easy to remember because that's kind of a standard size for the paper. So on the long side, we're going to score at 1.5. 1.5 on the long side. 1 1/2. No, that's not right. Score at 1/2. That has to be 1/2. Score at 1/2 and 10.5. 1/2 and 10.5. Then I'm going to turn it on the short side, score it at 2.5 and 6.5. And all these score lines will be there when you get it. So do not worry. It will be there for you. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold up on all my score lines. Where did I put my... Oh, here it is. Just look at this. I'm a little crooked here.
Okay.
Crooked.
We still love you.
You do?
Yeah.
There we go. Nope.
Still love you.
There we go. I'm trying to fix it so I'm not so crooked. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and crease on the score line. So there's 2 that are horizontal and then 2 vertical lines. Wait till you see how easy it is to make this. You're going to love it. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do a little bit of cutting. There's really not that much to do. We have that 1/2 strip here at the bottom. And you're just going to cut off the outside portion of that on both sides. Okay, so you'll have the little strip there in the center. Okay, and I just make these little angle cuts here because that piece is going to fold up over the bottom of your card. Okay, now we have the 1.5 inch side. Same thing. We're going to cut up the first vertical to the first horizontal on both sides. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have this little bit here and this little bit here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and round the edges because this is going to be the flat part of the envelope. You can do that, or you can just cut them in an angle, whatever you like. So there we have it. That is the first portion of it, just the cutting. Now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to fold these 2 sides together. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and get my Tombow and just make a little line of adhesive right down that side, then fold the other one in. And I'm just going to take my bone folder, go over it a little bit. This Tombow is good stuff. All right. Then the next thing is just to fold up this bottom small piece. Going to put a little bit of glue there, fold it up. Hit it with the bone folder. Voila, there it is. Okay, now you don't have adhesive on this as you would with a regular, so you could either put some adhesive under it and close it, or you could put a piece of washi tape across the flap, whatever you like. But watch, here goes the card and right into the envelope. And there you have it. And then if you're going to be sending this, it might be a good idea to maybe put a white label on the front there so that they can read that better. But that's really up to you. But that's how easy that is to make that. All right, very easy to make the envelope. And I will post this, okay, after we finish up here, and you can take a look at it, and then I will send it as a PDF to anybody that requests it.
Yep.
All right.
In the comments.
Yep. Oh, good. Thank you. All right. So that is our first one for this evening. So consider all yourselves on trend stampers, because now you know how to make a slimline card. Pretty cool, huh?
Awesome.
All right. So let's go ahead and put that. Now we're going to kind of really shift gears here. We're going to go to more of a country type look for this one. This one uses the same stamp set, but it really looks a lot different because we're really kind of moving away from the blues. I'm not using any of the paper, and I'm just using the stamps for this. And we're going to do some fun embossing too. All right, so for this card, you're going to take a piece of cardstock cut at, 4 1/4 by 11. I know, I'm counting, I'm saying numbers. And then I'm gonna fold it over. It was scored at 5 1/2, fold it over. So this is the kind of card you can make that is a top fold. There's all different kinds you can make, and I just felt like this was a good one for top folding. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is some embossing. This is one of my favorite things to do. So what I'm gonna need to do is take some of the stamps that we've used here. I'm gonna make sure I get the right ones. I guess it really don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stamp them randomly. There's a small one. Okay, on the piece of paper here. Now, before I do that, I'm gonna take my little embossing buddy, and this helps to take away a little of the static, okay, because we're going to be working with a powder, and if we can get the powder to go where we want it, that's half the battle. All right, so I'm going to start just stamping randomly with these stamps, and we're going to use one of the large snowflakes, a medium-sized snowflake, and then fill in with a small. So get a little bit of everything. So I'm going to be using the Versamark ink. And this is an ink that is very sticky. And we use it because it is what we are going to get the powder to stick to. All right, so I'm going to make sure I have my stamp inked up real well, and then I'm going to stamp it down. Okay, and you're going to notice that you can't really see it that well, but that's because it's just the watermark, okay? It's the sticky ink, and I was looking for the other big one. Is that around here somewhere?
Probably right here.
Yeah, there we go, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to take another nice big one. Stop. Okay, oh darn, see, I can't even hold the big one. All right. And I'm going to stamp that one kind of here at the bottom. Okay, and you're going to notice that it's just the watermark there, nothing else. All right, then I'm going to use all 4 of these. Ooh. Aren't I fancy? Down here.
So Versamark is great for, like Barb said, just creating a watermark. So if you didn't want to emboss it, you wouldn't have to. It's a great way to just leave that imprint and kind of make your own background on the card. Mm-hmm. And you can use it with any color.
Oh gosh, I almost lost it.
Oh my word.
I know. All right, so there we go. If you take a close look at that, you can see the Versamark on the cardstock. Now the magic is going to happen.
like Magic Mike, but Magic Barb.
Magic Barb is
Yeah.
not quite as exciting as Magic Mike, but we'll do our best.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is my white embossing powder, and I'm going to grab my cardstock here, and I'm going to scoop with my little spoon and kind of cover the little spot, okay, where we use the Versamark. And then I'm just going to tap it back in, and you can see that the powder is sticking right to where the Versamark is. I can see one little spot over there, didn't get it. Now we have two more spots over here. I mean, two more snowflakes. So I just a little bit goes a long way. And then I just tap it right back into the container one more time. Tap, tap, tap. Let me get a little more right there. There we go. All right, so now you can kind of see where the powder is sitting. Let me get this out of the way. Now this is where the fun starts. All right, are you doing any embossing? No, okay, I'm making a mess. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my heat tool, and I'm gonna find there we go. Okay. And what the heat tool does, it warms up the powder and actually melts it, and it becomes very shiny and kind of plasticky. Hope you can see it happening right there with that one. There we got one. Let's go over to this guy. See if they can see it. But you can see as the powder melts, it gets very, very bright white. And you can touch these snowflakes right away. It's not sticky, it's not wet. The heat gun melts it, and then it dries very quickly. So there's nothing there that you have to worry about not touching. And we got one more here on the bottom. Let me move my hand. And we'll get this guy. But it really is a great way to give your card a wow, for sure. Oh, and then it blows off. All right. So there we go. There is the card with the embossing done. And we're going to take that and we're going to go ahead and we're going to layer it on a piece of real red. We're going with the red and kind of neutral design here. I'm going to grab my Tombow. Put some on the back. Now if you look here, you can touch these and they're not going to be sticky or melty or anything. So it's real quick. It happens quickly. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere that to my card base. Okay. Something buzzed. I think you buzzed.
No, it's just my phone.
Okay. So there we go. Now what we have left to do is we need to make our little sentiment. And this one here, we're going to use a strip of paper and we're going to use the Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And we're going to do that in the Memento Black, kind of sticking with the black and red theme, kind of a little bit of country look to it.
I think Joanna Gaines made that card.
That's right. You thought it was from Joanna Gaines when somebody gets it in their mailbox. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right down on my strip. I love the fonts. I always rave about them, but the sentiments, the Stampin' Up! Does such a great job with the mixed fonts, cursive and print together. I just love how pretty that looks. All right, now let's grab our card here. And we're going to need some dimensionals. We're going to put 3 across the bottom here. Okay.
You forgot your twine.
No, I have it here.
Okay.
I just did a bow.
Okay.
I don't have enough to go around. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add this sentiment to the front of my card. And then here I have a bow that I've made, I kind of doubled up with the real red woven, isn't that the woven twine maybe? And then the black and white baker's twine. I just love that. That looks so super cute that way.
And that comes from the Playful Pet.
Playful Pets, yes. That's a difference. I think that's in the annual catalog. Yep. And this is my trick for putting a bow on the card. You're going to take your glue dots. You're going to take your bow and you're going to stick the knot of the bow right down on your glue dot. And you're going to grab your glue dot using your pick tool. Then you're going to go ahead and stick it to your card. And there you have it. My tails are very long, but we'll leave it that way. All right, I want to do the inside real quick. All right, we're going to have a piece of a 4 by 5.5 piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one of the snowflakes and I'm going to stamp it here at the bottom of the inside with the real red. And then we have a lovely sentiment that goes on the inside, which says, in the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near.
Aww.
Social distancing, of course.
Of course. Of course.
I'm going to go ahead using my Memento ink, since we're working on that red and black theme. I'm going to stamp that right at the top. And then that goes inside with our Tombow. And that's it.
Awesome.
So those are my 2 cards. Remember, if you order the kits, you can get them free with a $30 order or $15 for them. And they will come ready for you to put together. Okay? And we will put this event video on YouTube, so you can always go back and look at it if you want to go back and see how to make any of the items. Okay? So let's go ahead, and it's Dory's turn. If you have any questions, you can keep asking. I am manning the comments now, and I'll be glad to answer any questions. All right, Dory.
All right. So here's our glimmer and shimmer project for the evening.
Woo!
I know.
Crazy.
So this is one, oh sure.
Thank you.
Yep. One of the other items in the suite, which is the Snowflake embossing folder. And we're going to be using that on this card. I don't know if you can see it, but the white Whisper White layer, the snowflakes are embossed. And so you can see it a little bit better actually in the catalog. It's the Winter Snow embossing folder. And don't forget the one shop number. So if you want everything that you see here, you can do the one shop number and you get the set, the bundle, the bundle, the folder, the glimmer paper, the adhesive back gems, and the Splendor ribbon. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to use our Whisper White, but this is not just any Whisper White. It is our thick Whisper White card base. And we are going to give that a nice score up there at the top with our bone folder. Okay. Then next, you will have a piece of the Designer Series paper, and you can use whichever side you would like. I'm going to use the side that has a little bit more color to it so that it kind of sets itself apart from the Whisper White card base. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to need is your piece of, it's hard to see. Can you guys see the snowflakes? There you go. Now you can see them. This is just a piece of our Whisper White paper, and I have already embossed that. But what you would do If you're not familiar with embossing, you would take your piece of paper, your white paper, and you would just put it inside. You would run it through your machine, and then it comes out, and you have the beautiful snowflakes embossed on your piece of paper. Okay, so do you have a stamp and seal?
No,
okay.
Mine, sorry.
That's all right. All right, so we are going to use Tombow. Or it's my third favorite, he said, but that's okay. Don't tell Barb.
Hey!
I know, Tom is not.
I love Tom.
Okay, so we're just going to go
awesome.
around the outside. All right. And
awesome.
we are going to apply this, our embossed piece of paper, right on top of our DSP. And it gives you that nice, it has like the Highland Heather and a little bit of pool party there. So you can see that. And then you can see your snowflakes too. And we're going to go ahead and attach that right to the card because there's no more stamping that needs to be done on that. So of course I'm going to use a layer of dimensionals. So I'm going to put one in each corner. Okay. And one right in the middle, just like that. All right. And I'm going to peel this off. I like to do 5, one in each corner and one in the middle. No sagging, no dragging. Okay, that's important when you're, you know, over right. 29. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that right on our cardstock there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, here are some of the snowflake images too. I wanted to show you those. I know they're on scraps, but you can see the detail and the different images, like just like snowflakes, no two are alike. Okay, so I went ahead and I used 2 dies to create my little center section for my sentiment. And these are actually from the Stitched So Sweetly. So, and they actually fit, you can see they fit inside of each other. So the larger one, I cut out of the glimmer paper. Absolutely love that. And then the second one, which I'm going to stamp on, is the Thick Whisper White. And you see that fits really nicely right inside of there. Okay. Then I also went ahead and I cut out a snowflake in the glimmer paper. And then I'm going to do a little bit of layering. So these are nice. You can do the kind of the double look and you can layer one right on top of the other. All right. So I'm going to off camera make sure that Tom is going to cooperate. So I'm going to do a little gluing off camera.
Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass myself. So I'm just going to, I just glued the 2 snowflakes together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on this one. Put this aside. And it's going to say, may your season sparkle.
Right here it is. I have it here.
And I am going to stamp that in Night of Navy. So I wanted that to be a little bit darker. And it is also one of the colors that is in the color palette. Okay. So we are golden. We're following directions and we're using the color palette that we're supposed to. Yeah. I'm going to actually slide that in there. Hopefully this will help out. And you have May Your Season Sparkle. I know, right in there, right in those lines.
Blue paper really helps it focus better.
Yes, I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly.
I'll take it. I'll take it if you say so.
Okay.
All right. So this design is going to go right on top of our glimmer paper. And look how nicely it fits on the inside.
Love that.
Okay. Love it. Love, love, love. Okay, I'm just going to gently tap it. Tap it into submission where it's supposed to go. Good paper, good
Stay
paper. There we go. Move. That's right. Stay there and don't move. Okay. So, of course, we're going to put this on with dimensionals. You guys got that right? Mm-hmm. Well, those are the little ones. Who has time for those right now? Okay, so we're going to put, I'm going to use 4 top and bottom and on the sides. And this is a quick and easy design. So you could recreate this. You could use different colors, you know, whatever you wanted to do, or it would be great, you know, cut out 10 or 12 of the the sentiments and the dies, and you could put different verbiage in the center and make a, have a different look to your card. But tonight we're using snowflakes. So may your season sparkle, and your season will not sparkle unless you have a sparkly snowflake there in the corner. So this is the time where you could actually use a larger dimensional, because you're not going to see it. Okay, no one will know. And what I do is I kind of I tuck it right there. And look at all that bling. OMG, right? So you could use one of the blue gems, but I decided we've got a lot of bling going on there, and I think it kind of gets lost a little bit. So I decided to use my pearls, and I'm going to use my, no, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm going to use, see, I talk to myself when I'm doing this. I'm going to use
argue with yourself.
I know. No, Dora. Yes. See? All right. I can't decide. I want to use one of the smaller ones, I think. So I'm going to use my take your pick tool. Maybe. See? We don't know what we're doing. And I'm just going to put a small pearl in the center just to kind of, you want to have a center, but so that is your card right there. Okay. And then you could I'm going to put this one in the center. It says Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And I am going to use my Night of Navy again. So the same color I used on the outside.
Keeping with our palette.
Yes. Keeping with that palette.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to open this up and say a little Stampin' Prayer.
Hit it.
Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas.
Looks perfect.
And then if I wanted to really be wild and crazy,
woo-hoo!
You know me.
And we are.
Living on the edge.
Look out for us. We're wild and crazy stampers.
You can put your little snowflake there on the bottom to carry your,
You're making it jump.
Gosh, I'm making it jump.
Yes.
Okay, so that is
a couple of wild and crazy stampers.
Your third project there. Okay.
Yep.
So,
looks beautiful.
And I have a couple other things that I just wanted to share with you. This was what the card I made on my Fun Fold Friday, but again, it shows the paper and the snowflakes, and then the little snowflakes on the inside. And this one, it shows the imprint. So there's actually a larger snowflake that I thought it cut the whole thing out, but it doesn't. It makes like a little imprint, and then you put paper behind it. So I put the glimmer paper behind it and just added some of the smaller snowflakes there. And then this one is this guy here. Let me show you. I didn't get it at first either. I was apparently a little slow on the snowflakes, but it's all right. It's this one here. And what it does is it cuts a window out, and then you put something behind it. So this one is this would be a great little place card. So, at the table, or even, for a little gift or something to put on top of a box. But there's some of the smaller snowflakes, but it cuts out the little stitched, it's almost like a nested label, honestly. But then it just has the little snowflakes that go with it too. Yeah. So, yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll bring the projects back in. I feel like it's like Final Jeopardy. Bring everything back in.
There it is right here.
Throw stuff on the floor.
Oh, here it is right here.
Okay.
Here's our projects for this evening.
So those are your projects, and you can get a to-go kit free with your $30 order, or $15. And if you are out of town, you would need to add shipping to that as well. So, but those are our projects for this evening. We thank you for joining us.
Do we want to go back to our regular faces?
We can.
You want to?
We can if we want. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So, so if you're interested, it's on page 36 and 37 of your holiday catalog, so you can check it out. You can also look on either of our websites if you're a online shopper.
Yes.
And join us again. We have more excitement, curvy celebration on Wednesday.
And that's usually our night for our What's New Wednesday.
Yes.
So we are going to be starting the celebration at 8
Yes.
instead of our usual 8:30. So make sure you're on by 8 o'clock, and we can talk about what's new while we're stamping.
Right.
So we'll make it a combination.
Yes.
But we will be making 6 cards that evening, 3 with the Christmas Curvy Celebration set, and 3 with the Quite Curvy.
Quite curvy.
Quite curvy.
The quite curvy.
She's
quite curvy.
So it's a beautiful set, really fun to play with. So tune in and see what you think.
Yeah, and it's a free class, so you can join us and just to get the ideas, and then if you decide, from there that you'd like to purchase or get the to-go kit, you can let us know. So again, let us know tonight if you would like a to-go kit, and we will get those ready for you.
Cheryl said she had a curvy mess yesterday.
Oh,
so
wow.
We'll give you some tips and tricks. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yes. So awesome.
Okay, that's Chris has some questions because she's a newbie.
Chris, I'll send you a private message, and
we'll take care of you.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever apologize for questions. We love questions.
Yes,
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you guys have a great evening.
Yep.
And we can't wait to stamp with you again on Wednesday and also on Friday.
And let us know if you're interested in the kits so we can get started on those for you.
Okay.
All righty. Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.